important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.
So remember, you gotta really, this is like, I tried to do this food idea a while ago because our family has a large distribution company. It's impossible. It's impossible unless you, so this is why I became brothers with Robert, not only because I love him, is because he had I never ate any of this stuff before. I had a yerba mate, I used coconut oil, but a cheap, crummy form, I didn't even know. And I never even heard of Sheila G, magical, and like some people sell this could be $100 just for this. Look it up.
Easily. And just the cacao, when they dry cacao on asphalt, guess what gets into the cacao?
Pellets, petroleum-based things. Remember, off-gas. Why does asphalt fall apart and need to be redone? Because it off-gases. Okay? So if it off-gases, that's a huge thing when you live in the city too. Remember, there's 20 million pounds of tires every year that get burned in the air. A lot of that smog you see up there is ground-up petroleum tires and asbestos brake pads. Okay, so
what we're talking about here isn't a distinction about what food we should eat and what food we shouldn't eat. It's not a distinction about what kind of technologies we should use. It's a distinction about the kind of world we want to enter into. I don't know about you, but this is the world that I want to step into. Now, maybe not full throttle right now. Maybe I'm not going to do in the full throttle guasha right now. But there's a lot of things that I've learned from Dr. Cassar in the last 3 to 4 months that have dramatically, I put on 10 pounds of muscle by doing nothing else extra, nothing at all different in my life, by just doing 2 things that he suggested, 10 pounds of muscle. And I've been a superfoodist for almost 7 years now, following this lifestyle. And no, I'm not going to tell you. If you want to know what it is, you can ask me afterwards.
Well, and this is a problem where you see a lot of vegetarians that have changed over. You stop eating meat, what do you think's living inside you? You've been feeding this snake blood. You think it's just going to dry up? Start sucking your blood. Okay? You start getting anemic. It's called the pasty vegetarian look. Okay? And this is weird. My dad says, I don't want to eat like that guy. I don't want to even look like him. I'd rather look like myself, being 30 pounds overweight. I don't want to look like that guy. It's funny. Okay? Okay, because a lot of the people are actually demineralizing themselves, and they're vegetarian, but they're still eating cooked food. They're still eating foods that are full of insecticides, pesticides, herbicides. They're still cooking their foods in pans that are blowing off fluorinated particles. Still taking showers every day, such and such. So it's a bigger picture, but at least this solves a big picture. So if you're going to get hemp seeds, you like hemp seeds. They're the best hemp seeds you can get, the Primos. You're not going to get this little bag. This is a sampler pack so you can play some games. You're going to get 10 pounds of this stuff. Take a big handful, 2 big squeezed lemons, 2 big spoons of coconut oil there, some turmeric and different types of things on there, and add whatever at the farmer's market you're going to put, and you got yourself what we call a badass, really good, high fat. Remember, it takes 10 pounds of pure fat for your liver to regain its self-neutrality every 2 months. 10 pounds of pure fat it takes for your liver. That's just your liver. So when you do this fat-free stuff, I would say, in my opinion, you're a fool. Okay? I'm just saying, because I used to be
tons of fat.
I have one of these a month myself. Okay? The more coconut oil I eat, the more leaner and lubricant I get. I do. I just get more lubricant. Okay? So it is. I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't think about. And one of the big things is, this is really special for everybody to get on. Is Sheila G. A gentleman named Glenn Calkins and Brian Miller and a few other guys went ahead and showed me on this. And this stuff is genius. You just got to figure out how to use it and consistently, as I say, be disciplined. Now, these are specialized things, and you'll say, Sheila G, how do I use it and what do I do?
See Casey, he has the best coffee replacement substitute using Sheila G, maca, real agave, a couple other little things right here. He'll give you the recipe. He was going to demonstrate it, but we just got too busy. But, I mean, this is what's amazing about these foods. They are so delicious, and if you put them together correctly, they're not stuff you have to eat. They're stuff you can't wait to eat.
Casey's a raw food chef. This brother could not cook. He makes food. Good. You know, and it takes years to play this game. Figure it out. Spend hundreds of shows, meets all these different people. Okay? I've been introduced, like the replacement, like you're saying, of coffee. It's better. This is the mocha of mochas. And it has a lot of Sheila G. I'm not even sure what the recipe is. He brings it to me every day. It's really good, though. Green smoothie tea. A green smoothie.
The apple stuff you made for me that time, it was like jam-packed with herbs, and he drank this stuff. He was drinking it all week long. It was unbelievable. It was so delicious. And I only drank like a teeny bit of it because it was so powerful.
Here's a real good one. You go to the farmer's market, get yourself a case of apples. Case of organic apples. Try to get, there's certain brands, I get the smallest ones I can find because they're more towards heirloom. And we're really looking at these because I want the pectin. I'm going to clean this machine out with enzymes. Okay? So you take the apples and juice them. And then you take about 1/3, maybe if you're going to do like a full blender of apple juice, you take maybe 1.5 pounds of ginger if you can handle it. And
I'd say maybe 4 ounces.
Oh, I put in, I'm 150%. You work up, I put 1.5 pounds. We put in a huge, huge arm. And then you put in, as hot I like, as peppery as you can. This is like the master drink. And you have this, and then the secret ingredient is about 2 big tablespoons, at least, of the chlorella powder. Whoa. This is a heavy, 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 really high-level drink. Heavy meaning that
it is so delicious.
Exactly, it keeps you full, and it's super, you know, it's energized. You don't want to eat food and be sedated. You want to eat food and be elated. Yeah?
Well, I have to say, like, it's just been such a treasure finding Dr. Cassar in the past few months and being introduced to this whole world. We want to introduce you to this world as well. And what this world is, it's very simple. How many people here spend more than, say, $500 a month on superfoods at your local Whole Foods? It's not hard to do that, is it? If you're eating superfood meals every day, it's very easy to do that. How many people would like to cut that by 35 to 70% a month? Of course, who wouldn't? How many people spend more than $1,000 a month on superfoods? And how many people would like to take that and cut that by 70% or 35%, depending on the different products you buy? Of course, we would all love to do that. Think of the other things that we'd be able to purchase. What we're introducing to you here is a club where you'll be able to get 35 to 70% off of not just these products. This is just a starter kit that you get by joining the club, but you'll also get access to all these amazing tools, not at retail price, but you can get discounts. You can't get these types of things in the stores. If you can find them, usually they're not even created correctly. You definitely can't get guasha tools. You might be able to find some type of guasha tools, but I guarantee you there won't be the type that Dr. Cassar is picking up.
We're trying to weed them out, trying to make sure, look, you guys, this is what I found out. You want to get a water machine? I got 25 at home. You want to see which ones I got? I'm not going to say which ones they are.
Water filters, the device next to your bed, the mattresses.
I go through stuff in and out, and it's like, I know you guys find better stuff sometimes, and if you can, then bring it up.
And believe me, if you find something that's better than what we would offer, we'll find it and buy so much of it that we can sell it cheaper. So it's actually in your best interest to find as much of this stuff, because we're only dealing in the best of the best. This is the game we're playing now. It's a whole different realm that we've never really had the opportunity to really play in before.
Yeah, look at this Superfood Club. Here's the problem. Okay, you got all these foods. It's a transformational exchange. You're not adding any of this stuff. If you add goji berries to your diet, then most likely you just get a bigger butt. Okay? That's what happens. I ate superfoods and I gained 5 pounds. Well, quit eating the crap that you're eating and exchange it like you're supposed to. You don't add this to your foods. You exchange these. You exchange things from one to the other.